Christmas is coming fast, and like all good professionals, Santa has to check his gear. The new jet sled, designed by the elves in SOLIDWORKS, must be tested for the great night. So, he did some test flights to avoid any bad surprise. Everything seemed okay until he lost his right engine when crossing the Alps. Thanks to his tablet, Santa could, however, contact the elves, design a spare part and have it delivered in emergency. Actually, we'll see today how SOLIDWORKS xDesign just saved Christmas. After an emergency landing on a snowy mountain, Santa watches the extent of the damage. Right engine support did not resist the last curve. It seems the elf didn't use SOLIDWORKS simulation to check their design. It will be important to include simulation in all designs in the future. Fortunately, he's got his tablet with him and contacts directly the elves with 3D Experience platform. He posts on the internal swim community and explains his problem. As you certainly know, Santa is a real handyman, so he asks for the SOLIDWORKS assembly to build the fix by himself. The elf in charge of the design puts the SOLIDWORKS assembly directly on the cloud with 3D Drive, so Santa can open it in xDesign. And of course, as xDesign can understand SOLIDWORKS configurations, Santa opens directly the configuration used for the creation of the engine support. It is a real-time saver, especially since it's rather cold and colder on this mountain. In xDesign, he adds an extra support on a rigid part of the sled. He doesn't want to break anything again. Then he simply gives the operating constraint by fixing the supports on the sled and describing the forces of the engine. Here, the weight and the engine power. That's all it takes for xDesign to propose a better part in a matter of seconds thanks to the cloud. Obviously, this part will support engine power far better than the previous one. He checks that it can be 3D printed from xDesign and saves the STL file on the cloud with 3D Drive app. This is the preferred format for 3D printing. Now the part is ready, it must be used in the real world, and to do that, Santa uses the free service to get in touch with manufacturers able to make his part. This free service is called 3D Experience Marketplace. He can choose his material, here some metal of course, its color, as you know he likes red, and above all the delivery time, because sun will rise in a couple of hours now and he needs to be in the air before any child sees him. Fortunately, he finds a manufacturer just a couple of miles away, and in a matter of hours, the spare part is delivered just in front of the sled. As it is tailor-made, it fits perfectly and he can finally head back to the North Pole to enjoy a hot chocolate with cookies. He can then explain to the elves what he has done and keeps track on the platform. In case these elves are busy with something else next year, some others will be able to know why some choices have been made. By the way, an elf can even design a new part in SOLIDWORKS based on the one created in xDesign, and this time he will use SOLIDWORKS simulation to check it. It needs to be strong enough, but it still needs to be as light as possible. He doesn't want to run out of gas next time. Thanks to SOLIDWORKS xDesign, we saw how Santa designed a part for his SOLIDWORKS assembly away from his office, no matter the time, and with a simple connected tablet. He stayed in a permanent contact with his team thanks to the 3D Experience platform. Then he had his part made and delivered thanks to the 3D Experience Marketplace. With Dassault System 3D Experience platform, he could also benefit from much more complex simulation of his SOLIDWORKS assemblies, with large deformations and highly deformable materials, for example. Or he could also manage his SOLIDWORKS data on the cloud without long and expensive deployment. All of these while taking advantage of transparent and automatic updates of all cloud applications. So if you also want to test SOLIDWORKS xDesign and see how we can help you design anywhere, anytime, on any device, log on My SOLIDWORKS and click Try xDesign. You will be part of our free evaluation program today.